minutes for the last meeting. Okay, 6:30, Monday, January 9th. You do the roll call
I'll do the roll call. Ellen Smith,
here?
Ben Forster,
Here.
Chuck Beckman, Emily Pratt,
Here.
Okay, and we have the meeting, the minutes from the meeting in October that I started to read off. Are there any comments about the minutes?
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Do we have to vote or no?
nope, that, okay, we'll just put them into our record.
Is there any old business?
There is no old business.
Okay, new business, we have a Lisa appeal.
Okay, and that's for Mr. Carl Colling.
I didn't want to try to pronounce her name. I didn't want to butcher it.
Mr. Carl Colling is here tonight to appeal the Lisa scoring that he had done on his property at 1345 County Line Road, Lee. He's wanting to build a home on the property, and the required land evaluation site assessment, or Lisa scored at 252, which exceeds the maximum score for 225 required for building a residence in an agricultural district. As you can see by the aerial photo that I've supplied, and Jonathan will put on the screen for you. The property is a long and narrow parcel adjacent to County Line Road, just south of the village of Lee. There's several residential homes to the north and to the south of this property. According to Brenda Merriman from the Soil and Water Conservation Office, who did the Lisa evaluation, feels that this would be an appropriate spot to build a home. Although there is, however, a lot of hydraulic soil which could cause issues for septic and well later on. And as you can see by the drainage northwest of the property, at the very top, and at the southern end of the property, there's a lot of drainage going on. Hence maybe why, was it ever farmed?
Yes, years ago.
Okay. The Lee County Comprehensive Plan refers to future development in and around the village of Lee is planned to be mostly single-family residential with a mixture of other neighborhood compatible uses in the planned neighborhood land use category. And so at this time, I'd like to call Carl up. You could sit there. I'll give him the oath, or do you?
I beg your pardon?
I probably don't need the microphone. Oh, okay. Normally they can hear me downstairs.
Okay, raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm under penalty of perjury that the testimony you are about to give shall be the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
You get me lined up.
Right there.
Right there? How's that?
That's fine.
Good. My name is Carl Colling. I'm here with my wife, Kathy.
And then whatever you'd like to say about why you'd like to proceed to build your house and little histories.
Well, one of the reasons is we already own that property, and my welding and machine shop is there. My eyes are getting progressively worse, so the trip to and from the shop gets a little scary at some times, but we would just like to get into a smaller home and maybe something new, less maintenance. And since I had that property, that's why we decided to proceed and see if we could get something done.
And it hasn't been farmed in a long time?
I've owned it for 20, 25 years around there, and it has not been farmed. And it had not been farmed for a period of time before that.
Well, since we wouldn't be taking any land out of farming, and it sounds like you didn't just buy it with the intention of, I mean, since it hadn't been farmed even before you bought it. You clearly-
Correct,
you clearly
correct.
didn't buy it with the intention of holding on to it for a while and then, you know,
No, I bought it for the shop building,
right.
and I run my business out of there.
What type of home do you plan to build?
We're looking at a prefab,
Can you use the microphone? I'm sorry.
Here.
we've been looking into a Wausau home. There's a dealer in Rochelle. Because we're trying to get one that, I don't know, it's not a mobile home type. We want a regular home, but one that they will just, it will kind of be there and we don't have to go through all the frustration of building it from stick. It'll come in already made.
I live in an all-American.
Yes, so I mean, because I've been through renovations and it's just horrible, so we're too old for that.
Where on the property you intend to place the house?
We haven't really decided yet. We're just kind of in the preliminary stages of getting this all started. I have a pile of rock and stuff directly south of the shop, which we could move and put the home there or put it a little farther south.
If you see the second driveway,
Yep.
I would prefer it be south of that, just south of that second driveway. So that one would be used for our home and the first one would be used for a shop.
So are you planning on any new curb cuts or just using one of the two that's there?
Yeah, we're going to use what's there.
And I noticed, sorry, Carl, the building on the property is hanging over onto the farmer's lot.
Yeah, so
Can you explain?
it was
that?
purchased with, what did they call that?
An easement.
Yeah, it has an easement that went with the purchase.
So that
Gus
is
Grabby
allowable.
owns it. And all the land behind us has already, they're planning on putting in a solar farm. So it's not even going to be farmed behind us. It's going to be all solar panels.
And the easement on the back of that shop goes directly around the building. It does not extend away from the building.
So it's cut out.
Yes.
So don't look at the lines. The lines won't show you easements.
Well, it seems like a good use of the land to me. Any comments, questions?
You covered it.
Would anyone like to make a motion?
I will.
You can't.
You can.
I'll be happy to make the motion as soon as someone gives me the proper phrasing.
I don't know.
I think you'd like to waive the Lisa score.
Okay.
Thank you.
I move that we waive the Lisa score.
Can I second it?
Yes, you can.
Or you can. You can for sure.
Okay, I will second that.
Um,
Vote.
Everyone who agrees, say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? It's passed. So what happens now?
so he can build his house now.
Okay, it doesn't have to go back to the board, it doesn't have to go to the county board or
No,
anything?
it's just an appeal that happens
Oh, good.
here, and you've decided that it's buildable lot, probably will never be farmed again, and they can go on their merry way.
Maybe a garden.
Perfect. The bigger the better.
Perfect.
Throw some bees in there too.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I would add, though, that everyone in this building who has been involved with this so far has been beyond courteous and helpful.
Oh, good.
That's good.
So,
Yes, we've got nothing but good to say. for
That's
Lee
good.
County.
Good to hear.
Okay, thank you.
All right, enjoy.
where do you want your microphone?
That's fine right there,
All
Carl.
right.
Okay, and now we have a discussion on proposed draft ordinance for storage containment units.
So in front of you, I've left a draft ordinance. And I've talked to Chuck, which I'm really surprised he didn't get here tonight. I'm not prepared to do anything more tonight with it. I really ask that you take it home and read it over, and if you have any comments or suggestions. The last one I presented, when was that? Maybe the beginning of last year.
A while ago.
I got a lot of input from you, whether it be temporary or permanent structures. I'd like you to look this over. I haven't even shown it to my state's attorney yet to see what they think, but there definitely needs to be added language to it to cross-check it with our zoning ordinance. So I haven't even gotten that far yet, but if you would take that home and read it over and give me your thoughts, I'd appreciate it.
I did read through it briefly. I can't say that I understood every sentence, but one question I had was that there didn't seem to be language for units that are currently, that are already
like
here.
Grandfathering?
Right. I didn't know if that would be the case for those or if there would, be some sort of inspection process on those. I didn't know what that should be or what that should look like.
I will look into that. That's a very good point. I've looked at several counties around me, and I cannot recall if they had any sort of grandfathering in
Okay.
clauses in their ordinance.
What other counties have current ordinances?
Whiteside, DeKalb, Ogle County, Bureau, I don't know. So I've tried these three around me. I think I've looked up at Stevenson, but
Well, I hope we don't just grandfather everything in that's already out there, because there's a lot of stuff out there that I think needs to go, but,
and that might be a different topic.
right.
Junkyards, stuff like that.
The other thing I was thinking of is that would they possibly be an agricultural use for feed storage or not? I don't know, but
Currently, as long as you don't have more than two.
well, I mean, I had a friend of mine that used a semi truck trailer. She had a feed business. She stored all of her feed in that because it was very secure, kept the rodents out kind of a thing. So I just didn't know if that would fit.
I don't want to regulate what's in it.
No, but
No.
it does say that you're supposed to, keep it free from debris and it's not supposed to leak.
Right?
Those are all really very important. So,
Yeah, I agree.
but that
Yeah, I
they should be
mean, they're-
temporary. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, they're designed to be watertight.
Yep, yeah. Which would make them good for that kind of thing, really.
Oh, sure.
Perfect.
If they're
You also don't want them just everywhere though either.
Right,
And you don't want them leaking stuff.
right. Whatever's in
Right.
there that I don't want to know about.
Correct.
So maybe some wording for, you're thinking like agricultural use or,
Well, I mean, it says storage use for accessories for non-residential. I think it would probably fit there, but it could be, less, I don't know what the definition of temporary is, if it's years or if it's months.
temporary is 90 days.
Yeah, it would be,
Which
Yeah.
isn't gonna be good for construction,
no,
any long-term construction or
right?
we're bringing in solar panels to the county. They're going to ship things in containers. They're going to work out of containers, job site storage. It's not going to be fast.
Yeah. Well, then they'll have to, if this goes through, they'll have to apply for a permit. And if they take it away after a year, then. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a work in progress,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, sure is.
but I do think we need something. I
Oh,
hate
no, I think it's a great
over-regulating,
idea.
but I do.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and I think probably the bigger issue is using them in residential areas.
Exactly.
Anything zoned residential. Is that the bigger issue?
Yeah, this is all for everything but residential.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. So that's all I have.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
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 Opposed? We're adjourned. Thank you.